Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Mr. Shakespeare here again with you on the 2nd of March, 2023. I'm here with psychic medium and remote viewer, Liz Cross. How are you doing today, Liz?
I am doing great. Thank you.
Okay. Right. This was last on the list for yesterday, but we didn't get to it because we ran out of time. So I've made it first on the list for today. This is Hex. Right, so you need
and you love Hex, and you love Hex. What? Tell us again, Mr. Shakespeare, for the new people, why do you love Hex?
Well, Hex is principally a staking coin, and that's what I like the most about it. If you can delay gratification of the profit, it does very well. You can stake any amount from any time from 1 day to 15 years. And the longer that you commit to the stake, the more bonus and the more extra you get. At the moment, my longer stakes are running at about 40% per year. So that means I'm, accumulating 40% extra Hex per year. Now, you don't get it until you cash the stake out at the end of the time. And there are penalties if you cash out early, especially if you cash out less than halfway on a stake. So if you do a 6-month stake and you cash out after 2 months, you will lose all your money. So don't do it. But I just like the way that it's, it works completely autonomously on a smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. It has no input from the founder, Richard Hart. There's no requirement for him to do anything. And it just works. Everything works about it. There's lots of people in the Hex community. And it's, it is the best staking coin on the planet as far as I'm concerned, and I've done very well with it. And I didn't get right in the beginning. That was due to we won't go into that why, but Liz knows. And I should have got into it earlier than I did. But anyway, I'm still very happy with it. And recently, it seems to have had a slight price boost. So it's been going up. It's nowhere near its all-time high, which is about 51 cents. But, it's going up. It's doing okay. So this one we've also probed out quite far. And it seems to be very stable. But for the purposes of this, we're going to just do what we've done with all the other ones and what we will do with the rest of them, which is 1 month. So, Liz, you need to grab your friend CoinGecko and take him out to the last day of the month, please.
Okay. And can I just say, you said I got a hit on Hex. What was that hit?
Oh, big time, yeah. You said that Hex would reach 7374, and it would happen in the first week of March, you said, and it happened yesterday. That's a hit.
Yay! That makes me happy.
You did well, yeah. Now it has gone actually higher than that, but that's fine. It's all right. It hit exactly the numbers you said within the time frame that you said. First week of March, it hit on the 1st of March. That's fine. That's okay.
And the fact that it's going up is even better.
Well, we'll see how. Yeah, I mean, hopefully through this probe, we'll find out what it's actually going to do. Because it has been rising slightly over the last month, but it didn't get into the 7 cents until yesterday.
Well, so, that's anyway. Great. And let me just add this before we start. The other thing is, this is where people shoot themselves in the foot. Right? Where they shoot themselves in the foot is by, Liz says it's going to go to 0.074. Okay. But I'm going to sit there and it's starting to go a little bit higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher. And I'm just going to ride it on out, and I'm going to cash out at the high point. And then somewhere in there, they miss it. Because they kept waiting for that, it's got to go higher. It's got to go higher. It's got to go higher. And they just, they miss out. They miss out on cashing out at the high point. You've got to have a definitive cutoff. You have to. And it doesn't matter if it goes up another, 0.07 set to 7 or 8. I know if you're worried about those sort of numbers, and you don't put your sell orders in and your stop loss things in, and you're sitting there watching it, and then you go to bed at night because at some point you have to sleep, and then you wake up and it's back down to 4 cents. That gets more people than you know. Do you know how many readings I have done where people have been burned so badly waiting for it to just go a little bit more because I want to squeeze every single percentage of profit I can get? That's really bad. Okay, let's go, Mr. Shakespeare. What am I doing, Gecko? Okay, where am I going with him?
Last day of the month, please.
Last day of the month. So he's like, hello. March 31st, 2023, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What would you like to know?
Okay, so as we speak today on the 2nd, the price is showing at, say, 7.5 cents. Okay, as you are out now on the last day of the month, on the 31st, is the price higher or lower than 9 cents?
It's lower.
8 cents?
It's higher than 8 cents.
So somewhere between 8 and 9. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I feel like it's 0.084.
Okay.
That makes you happy, doesn't it?
Well, it does and it doesn't, actually, because I don't have any stakes ending this month. So actually, it doesn't make any difference to me what price it is, because I have no stakes ending. I will get my bonus and accumulative stake hex anyway, because I carry on staking. So, right. Okay. Which week has the lowest price of hex? Is it the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, or the 4th?
Which week has the lowest price of hex? Is it the 1st week? No, the 2nd week, 3rd one.
I feel like it's the 2nd week going into the 3rd. So sort of midway to the end of the 2nd week, somewhere around there.
Okay. And what kind of price would we think it might get down to on that timeline?
6 cents. It's higher than 6. Is it higher or lower than 7 cents?
It may drop back into like 0.069, 6869.
Okay, so not a big drop then.
No.
Right. Okay.
Drum roll. Are you ready?
Hold on.
I know how much you love hex, Mr. Shakespeare.
All right, hold on. I don't seem to have it on the screen for some reason. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Whoa.
Now that you've nailed that 2nd into 3rd. Look at that. I mean, 3rd, all right. I mean, yeah, it is actually more 3rd than 2nd. But
well, but again, these are 2 separate readings. We're looking for alignment.
I know, but we're looking for what's that word used yesterday?
Alignment.
Alignments, yeah. And so we are dropping down from the end of the 2nd week into that 3rd week from a transits point of view. You can see that the green line is dropping, and then we go into the red, which is the negative, and the not so beneficial malefic sort of transits. And then it holds that for a little while, then pops back up at 27, 28, and it starts to rise again after at the end of the month. So, I mean, it is lower than it is now, but it is rising compared to, say the 19th of March. So, but I mean, if hex holds at that sort of price range 0.84 and only gets down to 6.9, that's quite a secure range. That's quite good.
Great. Well, wonderful. I'm glad that, again, this is just, you're looking for an alignment. So yeah, this is great. And just to remind everybody where it says the yellow here, so like the 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then the 11th, 12th, and 13th, and you know, all the yellow bits on the screen, those are weekends. Correct. But of course, for crypto, it trades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The stock market doesn't trade on the weekend and outside business hours. In some way, the stock market, because of that definitive cutoff time and the cooling of the energy period, it's easier to predict than it is crypto, because crypto is going all the time. So the energy never cools. But great. Anything else you want to add?
No. I was hoping that you would say that it would go down to about 4 cents or 5 cents, but apparently not to be for this month. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And on to the next.